In this video, I am going to show you how I use Etsy and Instagram to create really special, unique custom pieces for my home. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do and tap the bell for notifications. I recently was fortunate enough to be able to renovate and remodel our condo that we live in. And I always like to start resale when I'm looking for decorating pieces. But if I can't find something resale, I love to try to find a way to make it custom and to support an artist in some sort of a way and make something that's unique and special for me. When I've done that, I love to just look at these pieces and know a little bit about, who made it. There's a story behind it, and it just evokes something sort of nice in me. I really kind of like that about my home. I look around and everything has a meaning and takes me back to some place positive. In this video, I thought I would show you a couple of the things that I got on Etsy and how those came to be, as well as how I utilized several of the people that I follow on Instagram to help me create some really memorable special pieces. I always love supporting artists. Anybody who is creative and putting themselves out there and making something from their heart and being vulnerable. So I love supporting artists. I love shopping small and local, and again, love anything that's custom and tailored to me. And I think Etsy is such a great platform for that. I really love that it's a place that I can find those kinds of people, have a conversation, and they're from around the world. You have access to people around the world. I utilized someone from Russia and another person from Lithuania recently on the two things I'm going to show you. So it's a great platform for them and it's a great platform for us. So let me just show you the couple things that I got off of Etsy recently. For my son Dane's 30th birthday, his very thoughtful sister wanted to do something special for him and create some custom artwork based on this photo that we all loved of him. She went on Etsy and found this artist, Edvard, who was located in Russia, and started working with him. She really liked the way that his drawings looked and he had a lot of good reviews, so she started the process of working with him and had a ball doing it. They went back and forth, and here is the incredible artwork that he created that we all thought really captured Dane. Well, when Doug and I saw this, we knew that we wanted to surprise Tiana and commission a drawing by the same artist of her. So that's what we did. And it was incredibly fun working with Edvard, who was just a delight. We went back and forth. He sent me lots of different options and we came up with this final one that I think captures her and put it up on our wall of fame right next to Doug and my grandfather. And just, I love looking at this wall, and the artwork from Edvard out in Russia just makes it all the better. I had a corner that I wanted to put a plant in, but it needed a specific type of planter. It had to be a certain height and a certain color, and I had a lot of options that I looked at, but nothing was quite right, either the wrong size, out of stock, or way too expensive. So I decided to try Etsy, and I'm so glad I did. I found this site that had these beautiful metal hairpin plant stands that were made by a husband and wife, and they were the perfect height, a perfect width, and you could even tell them sort of what you wanted in the specific way of the height and width because they made it. It was a husband and wife, and I found out they were in Lithuania. Had a big long conversation with them because I was very worried about the shipping, how long that would take, and they were so open with me about that. And I decided to go ahead and give this a go. This is my plant stand all the way from Lithuania. I got it on Etsy and it arrived actually pretty quickly. Inside was a handwritten note, and they threw in these kitchen towels too, which was so sweet. I loved it. The right color. It looked so cool with all my mid-century modern stuff, and it fit perfectly in that corner. I went to my local florist who did a great job finding the perfect pot for me. He shopped all around for that, as well as the perfect plant. And I was so thrilled with how this really came to life here in the corner of my room. And I've been enjoying it so very much. And I get such a smile on my face knowing that this husband and wife in Lithuania made this just for me.
I also really like Instagram too, and I use it as a place to really find unique products, unique people, kind of find my tribe and what I'm interested in. That's how I utilize it. It's not for me all about like the likes and all of that. It's really finding connections with artists, with people that I feel like I have something in common with. So I'm going to tell you about two of the people that I've been following on Instagram for a while and how I utilized them to create a couple really special things for my home.
One of my favorite people that I follow on Instagram is Jane Matthews of Edo Salon, and she turned me on to Jess Feury, who does these incredible weavings that are in her beauty salon. So I've been following Jess, and I saw that she also does these incredible pillows, and I just love everything about how she uses these natural fibers, puts a little bit of gold and silver thread in there, and each one is custom made. So I decided to commission her to make me a custom pillow for our new space. I sent her pictures of what our space looked like, and we had a conversation over email, and about 3 weeks later, it arrived. This just in, the package with my gorgeous custom woven pillow. I cannot wait to open this up and show it to you. Look at how beautiful with the gold and the weaving. I'm gonna go put it on that couch, but wow, so lovely. The different textures here are just so lovely. I don't know if you can see that. And there's a little bit of a gold thread coming through there. So it's really like a wonderful piece of art here on my couch. Love it. I played around with it on the couch with different pillow combinations, and it looked good, but it really found its home here on top of my chest. I think it's the perfect shape and size for there, and it really looks nice when you walk into the room, and it's just such a cozy thing there with my vintage fur and the new cushion I got, so I just love it there. One of the things in my home that I cherish the most is this dining room table and chairs that I inherited from my grandparents. Now, this is vintage from probably the 1930s or 40s. It is rattan. It is from India, and my grandparents got this from a friend of theirs who had been the ambassador to India way back then. Now, I was very close with my grandparents. They lived near us, and they had this in their home, and everything happened around this table and chairs. They sat there. I would listen to their stories. So when they passed and I was given this as an inheritance from them, I was just so pleased, and it's something that I will treasure and pass down to my kids. I had them reupholstered in this green fabric probably 10 years ago, and it really wasn't the right kind of fabric, and I didn't even really like how they were reupholstered, so I knew I wanted to get them reupholstered. I have been following Jenna Pillant on Instagram for about 6 years. My husband and I met her when she and her husband were also doing a tour of the Midway, and I thought she looked so cool. I loved what she was wearing, and I've been following her since. Jenna is a color-loving creative who does upholstery as well as design work, and she has a really great YouTube channel as well called Room Bloom. Check it out if you don't know it. I knew I wanted Jenna to do these chairs because I had seen her work. She takes such attention to detail, and it was just beautiful, everything that she did. Now, it does take a little while to get on her list, but once you get on her list, she moves very quickly. My husband Doug had the wonderful idea of doing the chairs in a leopard print, which I loved. Jenna and I had to communicate all via email. We couldn't meet in person because this was in the middle of COVID. So she sent me all these great options for the upholstery. Oh, look how cool. It was really, really hard narrowing this down. We had a lot of fun just putting them all over the chairs in the different rooms, having people vote on them, and we finally decided on this beauty of a print, and I'm really happy that we did. We are ready for our contactless delivery with Jenna. She's taking one of each of the chairs, one of the bigger ones and one of the smaller ones, and we've got all the cushions packed up in here to take to her, and we will just be improvising a little bit here until she's done with it. Yay! Here they are, ready to get started. It was fun watching Jenna's stories about my chairs, and in about 10 days, she was finished. Here they are, delivered again. Woohoo! Looking good. Okie doke, the chairs were delivered today. Doug's vision of leopard has come to fruition, and it is perfect. Look at these. It was really great working with Jenna. She did it super fast. It was hard to get on her schedule, but once we did, she was fast. She was very reasonably priced, and so happy with how these turned out. I think you can see how just reupholstering something gives it such a new look and feel and life. I think these chairs were meant to be in this type of fabric, and it was a lot of fun being able to do this in a way where it was very custom. We got to pick exactly what we wanted. We worked with the person doing it, and it was just a fantastic experience.
I think that's it for this time. I hope that you enjoyed this. Again, all of these pieces are things that I just cherish and will have forever, hopefully pass some of them down. And I just smile every time I look at them and think about these great artists and people who created them for me. I would love to know if you utilize Etsy and Instagram in this way. Leave that in the comments below. Let me know your stories. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.